Hey, hi everyone. How are you folks doing? Hi. We'll wait for like another maximum 3 to 5 minutes, and then we'll start. Uh, then we'll start the conversation. I'm okay. I'm slightly unwell today, so please spare me if I sneeze too often during the call. Yeah. Can you all hear me? Perfect. I am going to check your homework. I am going to check your homework. Not today, but this week get once we get properly all homeworks on the dashboard is going live in a day or two. But I've been seeing a lot of projects, interesting projects you all have been putting on LinkedIn. Also, I'm seeing some of that also. I definitely like as many posts as I can. uh, Harshit, don't worry, you will get dashboard in next 2 to 3 days. We are waiting on that, right? So once that dashboard is out there and once we receive all the submission, only then we will know who all have made it to the level 2. So this is the second session. uh, right? So this is the level 2 session. So since like this was your first time, we took let you all have some time, right? Yatha, don't worry, you will get access to the dashboard session. How do we know you are in level 2? You are in the session right now. This is the level 2 session. uh, no, it was not necessary, Swasti. In fact, even posting on LinkedIn was not necessary. It's just that people posted and I saw it on LinkedIn. That's why I know that some projects were really good. Otherwise, once you submit it on the dashboard, is when I will know, right? You will get the student dashboard, community dashboard, or student dashboard in next 2 to 3 days, where you will have access. The dashboard is coming late because of a very simple reason that a lot of you have are here and a lot of you have been also onboarded on the dashboard. Dashboard is where you will make all your project submissions. You can find projects and then you can also get points, right? So don't worry. You will get an email access on that, right? So we will wait for another 2 to 3 minutes. Before that, I have a quick question for everyone here right now. How many of you have completed the previous assignment? Click yes. Okay, great. Now, where to find that assignment as of now, right? If you go, are you a part of the WhatsApp group, right? I assume that everyone is. In case not, we'll help you with that too. If you are a part of the WhatsApp group, if you go on the announcement channel, right? If you go on the announcement channel, you will find a PDF which essentially tells you what the project is. Don't spam everyone, please. For everyone's convenience, don't spam. Uh, Once you are on the WhatsApp, you will see a PDF and also a Google form where you can submit your project. So if you have submitted on the Google form, great. If you haven't, don't worry. We will get you a dashboard access where you will be able to share. But the project is available there only, right, in form of a PDF. Perfect. I think we should have more folks joining in also. Uh, if any of your friends are part of YIP program, please tell them to join this session because this is going to be one of the most important sessions for all of you. And trust me when I say that, right? Today's world, network is your net worth, right? So, networking, personal branding, how employers, your potential college admission teams, your peers, the kind of people your potential mentors look at you completely depends on how you are publicly able to represent yourself on social media platforms, right? And that's where personal branding comes in very important. Absolutely, Riddhi. All of you need to take notes, make detailed notes. There is going to be an exercise, and we are going to do a lot of things hands on right now. So, first thing first, I would request all of you, if you don't have it yet, create your LinkedIn account right now. Until we start the session, create your LinkedIn account. create your LinkedIn account. Today's session is going to be very, very hands-on. You will be doing a lot of things with me parallelly while I teach you, right? So that when you actually complete the session, you automatically start seeing results. The objective of this session is not going to be to help you just complete a session and some project, right? The objective is in long term, you are able to build a fantastic personal brand, become a potential influencer or influencer within your own small network, become a thought leader which someone people look up to, right? That's the objective. Perfect. I think we will begin in next 5 minutes. Disha, are you there? So I think Disha and Simran ma'am will be here to assist us throughout the session. Absolutely. First quick question. Do you already have a LinkedIn account or you are making it right now? Click a yes if you are doing either of the two. I'll give you exact 5 to 10 minutes to make a LinkedIn account. I know that you might be a 15-year-old or 16-year-old or even 17. You can simply put it as 18, just like you make your Facebook profiles or even Gmail profile. Technically, even to have an email ID, you need to be age of 18. You shouldn't have two LinkedIn accounts. You should have only one LinkedIn account. Perfect 360 here. And I think, again, last chance, I'll start in next 2 minutes. Have everybody who potentially are your friends, you've met on this community or you've met on this during this internship, ask them to join the session now because I really, really don't want them to miss out on something this important. Ayush, you did not miss anything. We are just waiting for everyone to get started. Perfect. One more minute and we will get started. You can upload it on dashboard also. Okay, great. So are you all ready for the session, everyone? Give me a yes and then we'll start. Like I need at least 150 yeses there to even start the session so that I know that you are all engaged, active and looking forward to this. Perfect. I think a good time to start now. Fantastic. Now I know that you are attentive and you are looking forward. Yesterday there was no session. Today was the session. Yes, you will get points. As soon as I evaluate all your assignments, you will definitely get points for your previous session. Now let's begin. Right. I think the entire nature, I'll quickly share my screen and we will get started. Okay, can you all see my screen? Quickly give me a yes if you can see my screen. Fantastic. I just changed the tab so that I can see yeses on chat, right? Perfect. So today's session is going to be about one most important thing, right, for all of us. It's not like personal branding for startups. It is how do I become a very powerful personal brand, right? How do I become someone which people look up to? How do I become someone which people recognize in public domain, right? How do I become someone who people look up to in terms of an authoritative figure in a specific niche? And that is what personal branding is essentially about, right? Now when I say personal brand, you can see there are two type of personal brands. One is your offline personal brand. Who are your offline personal famous celebrities? Your celebrities, movie actors, cricketers, uh, your singers, your artists. They are essentially the ones who are strong personal brands in a physical environment, right? They are already in an offline setting, right? They are the ones who essentially tomorrow, if Shah Rukh Khan goes anywhere, everybody is likely to recognize online or offline, right? Now then there is a whole, since 2020 when COVID came, there became a very new generation of creators, influencers, experts, right, who became very strong personal brands on specific platforms. Like you have influencers specific to Instagram, you have influencers specific to LinkedIn, you have influencers specific to Twitter, right? Everyone comes with their own specific set of expertise, strength, the secret sauce, what we call, right? Like how do I attract a certain audience, right? And And that secret sauce is something what we'll learn today, right? How do I find my own secret sauce? How do I identify who I am as a creator or an influencer, or what is my personal brand? That is the objective of today's session, right? But the only difference is in offline setting, what happens is someone like a Shah Rukh Khan or some very big celebrity might have a very long lasting personal brand, right? So, and that is built over a time slowly and steadily. Probably 30, 40 years ago, nobody would know Shah Rukh Khan. But today, people know, and probably next 30, 40 years, even if he does not do any work, people will still know him. Same with Sachin Tendulkar, right? Even 100 years later, people are likely to know him, irrespective of whether he plays cricket or not anymore. Unfortunately, for online personal brands, that's not the case. While online personal brands can be built overnight, give you instant kick success, spikes, but they essentially are going to be spikes. And only very few people are able to build successful online brands which are consistent over time, right? That's the biggest nuance of an online. It comes in like spikes like this, up down, and eventually it fades. So it's important in being consistent and slowly and steadily growing in an online environment also, right? Are we clear so far? Fantastic. Great. I already see some questions there. I will take all your questions slowly and steadily as and how we go forward. Right. Now, going back to this, what will we learn today? Right. I think the most important things, right, when we talk about a personal brand is who am I to me and who am I to people. All of us have multiple faces, right? We are something with family, we are someone else. With friends, we are like more comfortable and more eased up. Then we come across as public, like let's say in a big setup like a classroom, or maybe like our Instagram profile, our Twitter profile, our LinkedIn profile. What are we to the larger audience, right? And that's where the next point comes in. How do I build an audience on LinkedIn as a specific platform? Where because we are looking at a professional setting, right? Okay, now I have figured out who am I to me. I have figured out how I want to portray myself to the people on LinkedIn. Then next, I have figured out how to build my audience on LinkedIn. Now, what's the third thing? The most important one, which is how do I build authority so that people start valuing my opinion and thoughts, right? Now, once I've built authority, now the goal is a more transactional goal. कि मैं 10 जीरो से 10,000 पे कैसे जाऊँ? How do I go from zero followers to 10,000 followers on LinkedIn, right? And okay, now I have completed that also, 0 to 10,000. Then how do I create a brand pull effect? And I'll give you perfect examples of brand pull effect, right? And then finally, how do I build a vast network which leads to outcomes? Uh, for a simple example, I went to London Business School for my master's, right? Was not very aware about what it is. I simply reached out to 30 alumni of London Business School on LinkedIn, got all of them to review my essays, to give me very in-depth insights about the institution, which even others did not have, right? In common, those were not common knowledge. And that is exactly how my essays and my interviews were so personalized and very specific that got me through the whole institution, right? So this is essentially what we will learn. Who am I to me? Who am I to public? How to build an audience? How to build authority? How to go from 0 to 10,000? How to create a brand pull? And then eventually how to network. We are going to learn three platforms today. We'll try at least, right? First is going to be your LinkedIn platform. I will teach you everything from how to create a profile to going to all-star level, how to look at different metrics and also key hacks, right? How to crack LinkedIn as a platform. Then we'll look at Notion. Now, Notion can be used for a lot of things. You're planning your daily routine and everything else also. But here we are specifically going to learn Notion on how to create a content calendar, how to manage my content, and how to plan better to be consistent with my personal branding. And third is the most hacky tool ever, which is LinkedIn Helper. If not used properly, it can be risky also. But the best way to use LinkedIn Helper or Linked Helper is to automate reaching out to people at scale. Imagine you can reach out to hundreds of people every day without even actually manually doing it. So how do you automate all these things on LinkedIn? So these are three things we are going to learn today in terms of tools. Before we even go far forward, I really want to ask you all, Are we clear on so far? Are we aligned on the expectations? Perfect, perfect. Notion is cool. A lot of you are already using Notion. Perfect, perfect. Notion, I will tell you all what is Notion. Don't worry about that. I'll walk you through the whole platform also, right? And that is very important. Okay. Now, I think some of you are asking me a question, sir, why are you the right person to teach us about LinkedIn? Right? Why you? Why are you the person to, obviously, who am I to teach you about LinkedIn? So, to give you a very brief understanding of why I am the right person to teach you about LinkedIn, the answer is very simple. The answer is very simple. Can you all see my LinkedIn profile? I'll quickly walk you through my LinkedIn profile once. Perfect. You all can see my LinkedIn profile, right? These are my statistics. But what is more important is the number of followers I have. Can you see this? I have approximately 48,000 followers, right? And this is not something which I've built overnight. I have been using LinkedIn since the age of 18, right? I think a lot of you are 17, 18. So I think this is the right time to go and build your LinkedIn profile. So I have 48,000 followers. And if you look at my LinkedIn profile, I also am a signed influencer where I do brand campaigns with different companies. So if you look at this, this was a brand campaign I did for PepsiCo. And trust me, brands pay a lot of money to LinkedIn influencers. So I did a brand campaign for PepsiCo. Before that, I have also done brand campaigns for Parle-G, your HUL, many of your big brands. And I used to write very consistently on LinkedIn long back. So if you see, I've written like so many posts. Like look at this. This is Sting. I think all of you know this brand also, right? I have done a brand campaign for this also as an influencer. So there are a lot of things you can do. You can also make a lot of money. Like I know some of my friends who make north of 1 to 2 lakh rupees every year. Sorry, every month on LinkedIn. Just by that, 1 to 2 lakh rupees every month on LinkedIn, right? Perfect. So I think I hope that makes me somewhat credible. Exactly. Your LinkedIn says what type of a person you are to the public, right? And that has to be very well positioned and demonstrated, right? So everyone right now, as I'm making my own LinkedIn profile, I'm going to teach you different components of LinkedIn, right? I want all of you to do one thing. Parallelly, everyone open up your LinkedIn profile. Right now, right here in this session, we are going to build our own LinkedIn profile the way I guide you. Are we all in for that? Quickly open your LinkedIn profile on another tab and be ready to edit. Quickly click yes if you are there. If you have done it, click yes. Let's get started. Oh, by the way, about connections, I have approximately, I can show you my connections also. So if I go on my connections, I have 21,991 connections. Just to inform you, 30,000 is a maximum connection limit of LinkedIn. And that is why I unfortunately cannot accept a lot. So I have 1,477 pending requests, which I can't accept. And by the way, clean my requests every week. So this is probably in last 7 to 10 days. So that's the kind of a volume which I have on LinkedIn at this point. I will evaluate your LinkedIn profile sometime later. I know that's something which is there. I will definitely evaluate, but right now all I want you to do is keep your LinkedIn profile handy right now. All of us together are going to be looking at this quickly. Click yes, everyone, if you have kept your LinkedIn profiles handy. Fantastic. Now, parallelly with me, come and edit your LinkedIn profile. Here I am on my LinkedIn profile. Okay. Yeah. I know a lot of you want to message me. I will definitely try and respond to your messages. Uh, right now, since I'm in a session, like please don't message so that because it pops up, right? So here's your entire LinkedIn profile. Now, first let's start with picture. I saw a lot of your pictures, right? So now, how do you click pictures for LinkedIn? Now, LinkedIn picture has to be a headshot. What is an headshot? It should essentially be half, like this. It should be half. Now, if you look at cropping this, right? Like let's just say I look at zooming out or zooming in. I want to ensure that my entire face is visible and is almost on the top square. You don't want to use any filters. If you want to use filters, then Spotlight is the right filter you would want to use depending on what background you have. Otherwise, you would keep it as original. Also, always keep one angle when you are clicking a picture, right? One angle, either a left profile or a right profile. Complete central profile. What happens is it makes your photo look little more stretched, right? And then you can adjust contrast, brightness, everything from this angle. So this is essentially how you arrive. So if you see, mine is more of a, to be more precise, it's like a left profile, I would say. Sorry, it's like a right profile. So you also want to look at like a angular profile, get it done from a proper camera. I think all of us have good cameras today, and then have it like maximum up to shoulder level should be visible on screen, right? Or if you are wearing a school t-shirt or a college t-shirt, that also works. So that is for everyone to use. So this is the first thing you want to do is have a good profile picture, right? Second is the backdrop. Now, why do you think I've kept this as a backdrop? This is very important because it tells people a lot about you. Any guesses? I'm looking at it. Why do you think this is the backdrop? And what's my thought process behind it? Quickly on chat. Guys, I need more active thoughts. Come on, think big. LinkedIn profile creation is not a scientific process, it's a creative process. And that's why in this internship, there are sessions who are scientific and technical in nature, but there are also sessions which are more creative because you have to be very well rounded. That's the objective of this internship, right? If you want to become an innovator, innovation is scientific and creative. Fantastic. Imagination, having an open perspective, explorer. I see a lot of different thoughts here. Limitless. Calm mindset, absolutely. So my objective here was to position myself as a visionary who looks at the world from a peak, and that's exactly what I'm doing. I'm at a very beautiful peak, and this is a real picture, by the way. It's essentially heaven on earth in Kerala, and I thought that this would be right because I'm looking at the horizon at the sun from the peak. Gives me a sense of accomplishment that okay, this person has vision, is an explorer, has been. So again, you are now thinking of different thoughts, right? When you see this picture, same way, your profile pictures and your background pictures are also have to be thought provoking, not AI generated, real picture. Perfect, brilliant. Now the next aspect, everyone, photo and this you can edit at your own time, but this specifically I want you all to edit. So as soon as you click here, you get something called as a basic profile, your name, your full name. Now that is easy. Now headline, ये headline होता क्या है? Headline is essentially telling people who you are and what you do, right? And also objective is to give a social signaling, right? So from a LinkedIn context. So for me, what I'm doing, I'm currently building Scalar School of Technology, right? Leading multiple verticals here, helping students, working with them. So I am building Scalar School of Technology, right? Second is I've been a 3x founder, which means I've built companies 3 times. I graduated from London Business School and IIM Calcutta. Now, why is this important? This is important so that when I reach out to someone from IIM Calcutta or London Business School, they are very likely to accept my request when they see someone from their own school, right? Also, it tells the recruiters, the people I want to connect with, that I come from prestigious institutions, right? And I am more likely someone who they would also want to have conversation with, right? Don't have AI write it for you, right? So right now I want all of you to write about this. Maybe instead of building skill and technology, you can maybe write about building so and so, like or working on some exciting project. Then you can write about which school you are in. But most importantly, what are you working on right now? You can write about what you are passionate about, right? So I can maybe change my for the timing just to show you. Let's say I am an aspiring entrepreneur. I love AI space, or like I like AI space, right? So I might write AI and ML. Also, I really like playing football. Then I will go. So there is a button which you have to click, right? So here you go and you look at writing this bar. There is a bar which you have to click on so that it gives you like the spacing like this. Creates a hygiene for your entire thing, right? I am excited about solving for tech education. That's what we are doing at SSP, right? Solving tech education in India. So something like this is what you can think of, and then you look at how it looks. See, aspiring entrepreneur AIML solving tech education in India. Now, right now, everybody of you take 2 minutes. Think deeply. Take 5 minutes if you have to, but keep it short. Maximum four things. Maximum 2 lines. Is 3 minutes enough for you all? Give me a yes if 3 minutes is enough. In 3 minutes exactly, I would want you to put your what you have written on the chat, your headlines, and then I'm by default. When you send me a follow request, I'm going to see your LinkedIn profile and see have you applied everything you have learned in this class. Yeah, Sherman, good one. Aspiring software engineer, marketing and AI, fantastic. Aspiring full stack developer, game development enthusiast, great, great. Maruti, good job. Try to avoid emojis, right? You have to keep it little formal. Great, great, great. 3 minutes, last 2 minutes, and then we're going to be going on to the next step. Again, it is about what you are doing and who you are. So I am a student currently, and what I am doing, I am right now working on an AI project, right? Building an AI project in education. So what happens is people with similar taglines, who you connect with, or if they want to connect with you, they will get in touch with you. So that's a way where you build familiarity on LinkedIn so that people with something in common understand who you are. Okay. So let's say if you're an aspiring software developer, right, and a game developer, and then you reach out to a big successful game developer, they're more likely to accept your request because they're seeing common interests. Right? Great. I think now we will move on to the next part. Perfect. I think there's already a lot of requests are in the way. I'll surely look at them once the session is over. Right? Now, once the headline is done, what is important? Now, all of you have to reach the all-star level on LinkedIn, right? So I don't see there are stars which you have to complete basic levels. Now let's look at this. This is the most important aspect of your profile because people read your bios. So let's see what my bio says, right? This is writing skill. Some of this is AI written, by the way. So you can use AI to create a summary for yourself. So let's just see what mine reads, right? This is, I haven't updated it recently. I am an AI entrepreneur with passion for building innovative solutions for talent screening. I founded Fast HR, a generative AI platform that uses GPT-4 to interview candidates for technical and functional skills. Helps employer identify the top talent faster and cheaper. I have raised, then I once I told what I'm passionate about, what my company does. I told why my company and I'm credible. I raised $700,000, which is roughly your 6 crores from 35 plus investors like Book My Show, Ycom 18, IIFL. These are all my investors, right? And then what I do, I lead operations, finance, investor relations, XYZ things. I am passionate about these spaces, right? Then I spoke more about my education background and what I did in my college. So if I have to give you a simple framework, right? What am I currently passionate about? Do I have any achievements? What do I like working on and what am I looking forward to working on? And what has been my school life like? You don't have to do it this big. Even these three paragraphs is sufficient. Have you all understood? Give me a yes if you all have understood this. Is it relevant and exciting? Perfect. Now go to ChatGPT and create a summary for yourself. I want to read all your summaries and then put it in the chat. Put a proper one. Proper formatting के साथ do a good spacing and do a job and then put it on your LinkedIn profile. The objective is the objective is as soon as the session is over, you all have an all-star LinkedIn profile ready to go from 0 to 10,000. And in next 6 months, you are supposed to come back to me and tell me, Yash sir, that we have been here on day zero in your session and we have now reached 10,000 followers. Also, do not write in third person like Yash is a so and so person. Always write in first person. Talk about I am doing so and so, right? Never write in third person. Always write in first person. Great job. I think I can see some really good ones already coming in. Only thing is ensure that you put it into small paragraphs. Great job. I think all of you are really active. I will repeat myself for all of you. First paragraph should be what are you currently looking forward to and what are you excited about? What are you passionate about? Second paragraph should be something that makes you credible. Any awards you have won, any competitions you have competed, any projects you have made, talk about them. Third should be that how has your school life been, right? How are you as a person? More about your personality. So first you're talking about what are you passionate about and curious about. Second, you're talking more about your skill set and interests. And third, you're talking about you and your personality. Yeah, vibrant, result oriented, little more humanized. So AI का सबसे बड़ा problem है that it is not very humanized, right? It's very difficult to get it to talk like humans. So थोड़ा सा editing and little more spacing and more paragraph driven approach. Sounds good? It is there in everyone's profile, okay? So when you go here, about section करके होगा here. Here you will find it. So right now we have finished our tagline has been completed. After tagline we have finished this, right? Now after that, let us talk about how do we talk about our work experiences or academics, right? Academics and work experience के बारे में कैसे बोलना है? Now look at this. Like let's say I will show you what I did. Like I was the CEO of this company, right? Fast HR, AI startup. Sounds very cool. Was very difficult also. Uh, First, I wrote about what we did. Okay, this is what in one sentence pitch about what the company does. Same way, for example, let's say I'm working at Scalar School of Technology, so I'll tell you what I did for that. Investors. Then my role, right? What were the key tasks which I did here? Now, what this does it helps future employers understand what my skill set was and how did I contribute to the organization. Some technical words you can ignore, but this is largely what I did, right? Simple. What does the company do? Give some credibility to the company, and then what do I do? Same way, let's look at Scalar, right? So Simple. What does the company do? Scalar is building the next Ivy League tech education in India at Scalar School of Technology, right? Little credibility. We are valued at 700 million, backed by some of the biggest investors in the world, right? Then the problem statement. And why am I passionate about this problem? So, for example, every year, like 16 lakh engineers graduate, but only 2% are employable. Like faculties are outdated, curriculum is outdated, infrastructure is poor, and that is essentially why I decided to become a part of this institution where I see that a big problem lies, and I want to be there to solve it because I faced the same problem when I was a founder. Hiring AI talent is a big task in India, right? So now this is how you show the work experience. Now all of you may not have work experiences also. I will leave it for you all to see once. एक बार. Did you understand this? Every time I want a yes, huh? When I say yes, that there's a thumbs up icon, you need to click that so that I know you have understood. Nobody is going from my session without understanding everything. That's how I work, right? Because if you are giving your time and effort to this internship program, you need to take real value out of this. And I'm here to only teach you things which are going to give you real value. मैं आप सबको सिर्फ वही सिखाऊंगा जो एक्चुअली आप अप्लाई कर सको और जिससे आपको वैल्यू मिले, राइट? नथिंग एल्स. आर वी अलाइंड? गिव मी अ yes. Yeah, you can write about this program in your work experience. Up to you. Brilliant. Now let's look at the most important part for you all. Education. Now I went to London Business School. So what did I do? Right? I wrote about the leadership positions because London Business School is famous. I did not have to write about the ranking or anything about this college. Education section, right? So you can go here. There is a plus icon on LinkedIn profile where you can add new education section, sorry, right? And then you can add skills also. What did you learn in this education experience, right? So here's what I did for London Business School. Everyone knows it. So I just wrote about what positions did I held, any school social responsibilities I had, right? So I was an executive officer for the hackathon. I was also the vice president for the London Business School Design and Innovation Club. Then I went to IIM Calcutta, which was a flagship program. Then at HEC Paris, I learned about valuation, trading strategies, hedging. So my background is very diverse: finance, entrepreneurship, tech, innovation, design. I have dwindled upon a lot of these things. Now this is my undergrad. So what did I write in my undergrad, right? You think about this. So 3-year undergrad program. I secured the first rank in my batch. These were the different roles and responsibilities I held over last 3 years. So what I want you all to do is, I want each of you to go ahead and write about different roles and responsibilities in your education section right now. Also, just to let you all know, since some of you are asking whether it is a flex, this is not a flex. This is a reality. Also, please do not lie on LinkedIn. That's my another request. About me section, I'll show you where to find this. So you go here, okay, here. Let's just go back. Okay. If you have to add a section, you simply click here, okay, here, this section. Okay, you click here. Here you can manage your work experience and add your work experience, add position. Okay, that's what you can do here. Now, if I want to add a altogether new section for education, you will have a education section. Now, you completely want to add a new profile section. So if you go on top and just scroll down, you will see this section, add profile section. It will give you an option whether you want to add education, whether you want to add position, whether you want to add services, break, recommended also. It will give you recommended also. And you will have, like, if you want to add test score, so a lot of you will have certificates, right? So if you go here, add a profile section. In that, I will go on additional. In additional, I will talk about languages, test score, awards, and honors. So if you have any award certificates, you can add the title, whatever it says. Who is it associated to? then issuer, which company or organization has issued it. So once you complete all the 10 levels and projects and you get a certificate from Scale School of Technology, you can definitely add it here. And a little bit about that program. I'll show you how I have added this. Have you understood this much so far so that I can move forward? Now, some of you might say that, yes, sir, you're going really slow. But point is, this is for everyone, right? If we are in an internship, we really need teamwork. We have to, the goal is not just for me to complete my assignment. It is for helping my peers also to complete theirs, right? We eventually have to complete these 10 levels together as a team, right? Scalar internship can be added as a work, but certificate, absolutely, Samir. Teamwork is teamwork. Perfect. Uh, Now, once we have understood it, I'll show you how I have made it as a section. Very relevant. So if you look at my certificates, so I have so many certificates, right? So let me just show you. So IBM se I have a enterprise design thinker co-creator. This is the highest level of certificate from IBM. Then this was the basic one. Then a lot of design and innovation certificates I have. I have one from Boston Consulting Group Digital Transformation Program, Startup Valuation, FinTech from University of Pennsylvania, which is Ivy League, Yale, and my GMAT score, which was very valuable for entrance. So these are credentials. So when I click on these, it will actually lead you to a certificate. See this. Can you see my certificate? So if any employer or anyone wants to verify my achievements and certificates, they can also do that when I show them credentials, right? By the way, you won't believe I started using LinkedIn at the age of 18, and like, trust me, initially not that great. So I will show you my work experiences also. So when I go down, okay, so I even put my first internship ever. Look at how poorly it's written. Like literally in 3 lines I've written. This was my first ever internship in 2019. This was my first startup, right? So I was like, my first startup was helping students become entrepreneurs at a very young age. So yeah, so whatever I'm teaching you right now, I've done this before, and like I have great outcomes on that. Students have raised money also. So if you look at it, this is how I used to write initially, and this was my startup back in 2018, 19. If you see, not just that, on LinkedIn, I also, if you are a lot of your freelancing or thinking, right, you should also add client testimonial. So I even added client testimonial, right? So these were all my students who gave me feedback, and I added client feedback also here. So yeah, I've been the same since then. Like I ensure that all my students know everything very well, right? And how do you do this? You simply click on this experience. There is an option for you to add media. So you simply take picture of like whatever email your clients and others have sent you, and you can add pictures here, right? So I also won like Google Techstar Startup Weekend competition. I did some lot of work across different clubs and my own startups. So this is how an ideal LinkedIn profile should be like. And if you see, since the time we are speaking, my LinkedIn is buzzing, just buzzing. And this is not even because of us, right? It is also about like IIM folks who are interested in the programs, and a lot of others who are reaching out. Unfortunately, I don't find time to reply to everyone. I'm trying to work on that. But that being said, uh, this is how you build a LinkedIn profile. So right now, I want all of you to take 5-10 minutes, add a new section, add your certificates, add your education, write 2-3 lines about what you did in your school, what you are working on, any projects you are working on. You can add projects also. I'll show you how. So add a section, add additional. Here, if you're learning any languages, you should add that. Any causes you are working on, any publications, patents, anything you are working on, any volunteer experience, courses, projects. You can also add projects, right? See this. It can be a project name and description, and maybe some GitHub link or something like that. And if you have worked with some 2-3 people from LinkedIn only, you can add them also on this. Clear what? समझा सबको अच्छे से? The two of you who haven't understood, please ask your question on chat. I'm happy to answer. I just kind of 45 people saying, yeah, you understood this. I want at least 400 of you putting a yes and telling me that you have understood this much at least. If not, I will repeat myself. No worries. No, I'll give a recap. Okay, fine. Okay, let's go back. On the LinkedIn profile, all you have to do is click on add profile section. Once you click on this, you can add education section where you talk about your school. You can also write 2 3 points about what you did in school, any activities and all. You can same way, you can click on add profile section and you can add your awards, publications. In the recommended, you can add projects, any courses you have done, right? You can do all these things here. I have also added all of these. Like I have my own volunteering experiences. I have had my own skills like investing and all other skills also I've mentioned here. You can also get recommendations. So I'll show you an example. So let's say this is a recommendation. So if let's say I want someone to recommend me, all I need to go in this section is click here, ask for recommendation. Uh, I can give recommendations to the ones who have completed all 10 levels, right? Who do you want to? Let's say I am asking a recommendation from Disha, ma'am. So I just simply say Disha, ma'am, and I continue here. And then I ask her, hi Disha, can you please give me a recommendation? And I can personalize this even further, right? Let's say uh, Disha, ma'am, directly reports to me, or like position at that time, head of admissions at Scalar School of Technology, and I send it to her. Now Disha, ma'am, will get a notification about the same. Got it? See, your profile request has been sent out. And this is very important. Your recommendations, your friends can recommend you, people who have worked with you in projects also can recommend you. So I've got like very senior vice presidents have referred me, my peers and my batchmates have referred me, my professors have referred me. So you will have a lot of different people who will essentially write referrals for it. And this is valuable because when a third person is reading this, they actually understand more about you, and they can also understand that who all are the people who are vouching you, right? That is very important. So far, very clear. Don't worry. Point is, guys, don't get disheartened thinking कि अभी कुछ डालने के लिए नहीं है. Right now, I don't have enough certificates or works. LinkedIn is not for today. LinkedIn is for your tomorrow. The effort you put in today will yield you results 3 to 5 years down the line. Question: what is the flagship program? I think we can cover all that later. Right now, it's not important to like discuss. Schools are not listed on LinkedIn sometimes, and that's why you can just put the name of school and it will still capture. Okay, perfect. Now let's get to the point. The main things. Take next 2 minutes. Next 2 minutes to actually go ahead and create all these things. Maybe take 5 minutes if you have to. Screen is gone because I've stopped sharing. I can share my screen again, but I request all of you to take maximum of 2 to 5 minutes to actually go ahead and craft your basic LinkedIn profile, foundational. This much. Because then I'm going to tell you some very exciting hacks where you can go viral on LinkedIn. How many of you know how to get really good engagement on every single LinkedIn post consistently? I have done that for last 5 7 years, so I can like guarantee you how it works. How many of you know, or how many of you want to know? I will only tell you those hacks, and you should note down those hacks. They 110% work, but only if I get 200 yeses, so that I know that you are attentive. There's no point in 400 people being active and only 50 understanding. All 400 of you need to understand quickly. Tags don't work. Tags is not the hack. There is a rule which all of you have to know about. Come on, 150, that's it. 400, where are we at? Don't spam on chat. Just simply click on that thumbs up icon. See this one. Regular posting, but how regular? What strategy? Your LinkedIn profiles are ready, then only there's point of giving you the strategy, right? Otherwise, I won't give you the strategy because you won't then make only. No hot takes, no controversial content will get you successful on LinkedIn. I have never indulged in any controversy on LinkedIn, yet I have always gone very successful. If you have done any courses, you can add any of your courses, be it Scalar or anywhere else. Writing content is okay. So I think a lot of you have a misconception that writing great content can make me successful on any social media. It's not just about writing the right content. It is about writing the right content at the right time for the right audience and with the right visuals. Athar will help you with that, right? Pick off yourself, maybe, may not be, depends. Okay, now I think it's time for me to share those secrets. Everyone, please make a note. I want pin drop silence on chat. Everyone, only focus on my words right now. Are you all ready for this? Give me a yes. Perfect. The rule is called 30 is to 30 is to 30. The rule of 30, 30, 30. 30, 30, 30. Now, what is this rule? Before you even start working on, before you make your post, 30 minutes before you make your post, you need to engage with 30 people. By engagement, I mean read 30 different posts. 30 minutes before posting, you need to read 30 different posts and engage with them, right? Read their comments, read their post, and make an insightful comment on that, right? 30. In 30 minutes, you need to comment, write insightful comments on 30 different posts. And once you do that, you should make your post. And after that, within 30 minutes, the reach you get defines the success of your post. I will repeat myself, right? I will repeat myself, right? 30, 30, 30. The rule is very simple. 30 minutes before making your post, you really need to engage with 30 different people on their LinkedIn posts. After that, within 30 minutes of your post, whatever engagement you get will define the success of your post. So you want to get maximum likes and engagement in those 30 minutes on whatever post content you put out there. Right? Also, do not post on LinkedIn every day. You should only post on LinkedIn 3 times a week maximum. Right? 3 times a week. Okay? Don't spam the chat, please. So far clear with this funda? I will go deeper now. I'll give you more hacks. Make note. Literally pen, paper, or beto. It will work like magic. I will again repeat. 30 minutes before you post, make a LinkedIn post, or 30 minutes before you uh, want to share a post on LinkedIn, you want to engage with 30 different people on their LinkedIn post via comments, via likes, via thought-provoking comments, smart ones. Don't say interested and insightful, smart ones. And then within 30 minutes of you sharing the post on LinkedIn, whatever likes you get or comments you get will define the success of your post. Right? Now you should only post 3 times a week. And there are only 3 days in a week you should post. Never post on a Sunday or Saturday. Never post on a Sunday or Saturday. Make a note of this. There are only 2 best times to post. Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Morning 11:30 a.m. If you see all the influencers post around 11 to 12 p.m. because that 12 p.m. because that's the time when everyone is actually looking at LinkedIn. The watch time is really high. I was talking to the India head of LinkedIn and he told me this insight. Every time, whenever you post on LinkedIn 3 times a week, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and time at which you should post on LinkedIn is 11:30 in the morning or 5:30 p.m. in the evening. I will tell you what type of posts to do also. Don't worry on that. But so far clear with this? And before you post, engage with 30 people on their LinkedIn posts. Follow different people. I'll give you a lot of hacks. Recap again. The rule of LinkedIn is 30, 30, 30. 30 minutes before you make a LinkedIn post, engage with 30 different people's LinkedIn posts via comments, via likes, via thought-provoking comments, or also follow-up. Then whatever likes you get within your 30 minutes of posting on LinkedIn, they define the success of your LinkedIn post. Don't argue on LinkedIn. LinkedIn is not a platform, but you can challenge their opinions. Do not argue. Challenge their opinions, thought-provoking insights. Maybe add on to what you already know about their posts, right? Uh, then you have to only post on a Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 11:30 a.m. in the afternoon and 5:30 p.m. in the evening. These are the times. You will see great results if you follow this framework, right? So far understood, give me a yes. 400 people and 50 people only understanding. What is this? Either I am not teaching well or like you guys are not understanding. Kya hai problem? Understanding, no, everyone. Or do you want me to go like very light and teach you basic things? This is all advanced things. Only influencers know all this. I am one, so I am able to tell you all these inside tricks. Also, please don't tell all these things to your friends. This is only for you exclusively. Nobody knows all this. Yeah, brilliant. Uh, no, people are not active on LinkedIn on Sunday or Saturday. LinkedIn is more of a professional platform. You don't. We have seen, at least I have seen, very less traction on LinkedIn on Sundays. Perfect, perfect, fantastic. Really exceptional hack. Lovely. Now let's come to the main part. Yeah. Now you'll be like, okay, sir, you told us now when to post, how to get engagement. You didn't tell us only what to post. Now, whenever you are making a LinkedIn strategy, right, your posts have to be in three buckets. एक तो I will write about my personal life. Maybe what are my top learnings in this week. Your one weekly post can be something around it, and you should document your learnings and also uh, ensure that you have some documentable learnings also in that week. Second post, which is maybe a Wednesday, you can talk about. Ideally, Friday you should talk about what you learned throughout the week. Wednesday you can talk more about general observations or any exciting thing you are working on, any book you are reading, all these things. One day in a week you should take something which is a trending topic. So if you look at LinkedIn, on the side you will see something called as LinkedIn news. Again, I'm giving you this hack. Nobody knows this hack. Nobody should know this hack. It should only be between us, because it genuinely took a lot of time for me to learn this. I don't want anybody else who's not taking this effort to be here learn this. But you will see magic. I promise you, you will 110% see magic when you do this. There are something called as LinkedIn news. Now let's just quickly go here. Now every day you will see what are the top news on LinkedIn, what people are really talking about and excited about on LinkedIn. Go on this article. Let's say Ola Cab CEO quits. Let's just look at this article. Now here, a lot of people have actually shared their opinion. If you see, a lot of posts are featured. So what I simply want to do, my strategy would be to read more about this article because this is trending on LinkedIn and form my own opinion and thoughts on this and maybe write an article about this. Yes, Kamlendra, I'll repeat myself. Did you understand what this hack? Simple. When I go on LinkedIn, do you all see this LinkedIn news in your LinkedIn profile, LinkedIn page? All of you, if your account is new, you may not be able to see. Yeah, absolutely. Can you all see this? This is the easiest hack. See what people are talking about and what's viral and what's trending today. Simply click on that. Let's say what's driving or like most in-demand skills in retail. That's what people are talking about right now. Okay. So let's just look at that. Okay, LinkedIn news articles, read 2-3 news articles, then form your own opinions and thoughts on this, right? And then write a LinkedIn post on that. And that's simple. AI generated, again, I will tell you something. AI generated articles will get penalized on LinkedIn. Why? Because a lot of new articles are coming which are AI generated, right? And LinkedIn knows there are real authors who are genuinely taking effort. So I genuinely take 1 to 2 hours to write my one LinkedIn post, right? It is effort. And when I see people writing AI generated content, I don't appreciate it as a writer and a creator. So then LinkedIn also knows that LinkedIn values me more than someone else because I'm a big creator there, and that's why LinkedIn will penalize people who write AI generated content. That means you can use AI to capture insights, but you can then use your own writing skill, and that's where tonality matters, right? Now you will ask me what type of posts work on LinkedIn. Now look at this. This is Yash. He is one of the startups which I'm potentially investing in now. Look at the kind of post. Very short. See, biggest mistake which I also all of you make, right, when you are posting about your projects on LinkedIn is that you are literally copy pasting AI content and dump kar diya wahan pe. You dumped your content there. What matters on LinkedIn is how can I make it more readable and ingestible by the user and the reader, right? So simple. Look at this post. Like follow up on emails is integral for cold reach outs. Research shows first he gave an insight, then he backed it by research, and then he eventually made a meme out of it, right? Personal stories work really well on LinkedIn. Now, if you look at this, this is the founder Simran who came on Shark Tank, very senior. So now look at her post, right? It's a very insightful post, but very short, very crisp in pointers, so that it is easy to read, right? Now this all of you can read in within 2 minutes. Now I'll show you some of my content, right? And my content is the worst type of content. If you ever want to do my type of content, you should first already be an influencer. So this was the post I made on LinkedIn some time back when I joined Scalar. Like, so if you see, it was a very mission-driven post, and if you see the kind of engagement it has got, 80,000 impressions, almost 900 likes, like almost 125 comments, right? I wrote very passionately. This is all handwritten content. Wrote very passionately about why I joined SST, what is the problem statement, how I personally connect with this problem, and that's why even people connected with it because it was a personal story. So just like any social media, people resonate a lot with you as a person, right? Your biased opinions, your opinionated thoughts and understandings. So look at this post. Here also I wrote points, but my posts are very long. If you see, right? So this is my learning post, like my learning since I've moved to Bangalore in 3 months, right? Then as a founder, what all my challenges have been, uh, like it has been a month since I joined Scalar back then. So what are my learnings were? Now, if you see, my posts are too long, but over last 3 to 4 years, it's like diary writing. Absolutely, Ritesh, do that. Building in public, writing in public, putting yourself out there in public. Again, you can refrain from writing too personal things, but more on how do you want your public perception to be formed. That's very important. Got it? So why I write long posts? So I started doing short posts, looking at other influencers. Then what started happening? People who are my regular ardent readers and who are my followers, they literally reached out to me saying, "Yes, we really like your long posts, which are very insightful and detail oriented. Please do only those. Don't write this short kind of content. We expect long form content from you." And that's why I really like writing long form content because my audience likes that content. Does that make sense? So now, how do you decide what your audience likes? How do you build audience, right? And that's where we come to the first question. Now look at this post, and I will show you who all are there in my connection request, connections also, right? It's okay if you bored. There are so slowly and steadily, right? Don't think too much about it, right? How they are perceiving it. Put yourself out there, write insights, give quality insights, knowledge, and do it consistently using my 30-30-30 rule and morning evening hacks. Your audience will adapt over time. What I see most people struggling with is being consistent. Yeah, like you want to see sudden success, right? I want to get like within my first 5 posts, if I don't see a million followers or 100k views, I'm going to quit, right? That's your biggest problem. It took me at least first 30-40 posts to actually get some kind of traction, some kind of viewership, right? Because I did not know the hacks. Of course, with my hacks, I'm very confident you will get it much faster. I think in 5-10 posts, you should kill it. So let's look at what type of posts I make. I made like a 3 month ka post. Then I did a brand campaign with Pepsi. Uh, then I wrote one for founders. This was a very short. It was supposed to be a short one. Then my insights on how to build startup for founders. A lot of big founders actually liked this and reached out to me after that. Right. Then I wrote about my past 2 weeks. I also wrote about my trip. So a lot of different things is what I keep writing about. Now let's look at some influencers, right? So uh, so Ananya is a very dear friend. Again, she's a influencer with a top voice. Let's look at her posts. Let's understand her content. See, very short, very short conveys the point. I attended a national drama, but I don't act today. I played taekwondo, but I don't play professionally. I don't officially teach today, but I used to teach. The point, as kids, we have learned so much without reason, without any expectations type and why does it ever stop? Why does it stop ever? Right? Very simple thoughts communicated via crisp writing style, easy to read, easy to communicate. And that's why people actually end up liking. Look at her engagement. She's a very dear friend. I'll get her for one of our sessions also. I'll try to get her. Look at it. She even tried video content, worked really well. She also does brand campaigns. Pranay is another. I've seen her grow from zero, like back in 2020. Let's look at Manmeet sir's LinkedIn profile. Manmeet sir also has a fantastic LinkedIn profile, by the way. Yeah. So look at Manmeet sir's photo. It's a very bright, vibrant background. Can be a side profile, but for him, this profile works well. Now look at his backdrop, right? Where the hungry learn, right? He's visionary. He's showing that okay, he's very hustler. He talks about building SST. Also, he talks about his previous company to showcase credibility and what he has built, right? Then now let's look at his content. Simple, like what Scalar has been, by the way, recently looked at as world's number one edtech rising star. So we got recognized by Time magazine. So that's what he posted. Later on, he in his personal life, this has nothing to do with Scalar. In personal life, he went took a lecture with MBA students at college in Mumbai. Wrote about his example. So imagine a random student selected within minutes. Wrote a very small, simple thought. Here we saw this, like think like a VC, execute like a founder. Very small anecdotes from his life experiences, thoughts, everything. Right? See, very slow and steadily, he's consistent with his posts and he makes fantastic posts. And that's why today he has a very good followership, almost 10,000. Hashtags don't add much value, to be honest, these days. Yeah, Raj is also one of them. Okay, so far understood. Now I'm going to teach you a very interesting thing. We are going to do an exercise called as personal branding canvas. But before that, I need to be sure if you have understood this or not. We have 387. I want 300 aces at least. Come on, give me 300 aces. Only then I'm going to take you to that. This session might go a little longer, huh? Because we haven't even started Notion and that LinkedIn Helper. I don't think we'll reach there because there's so much to learn on this only. We're at 166. Yeah, come on, guys. 300. Give it to me. 300. Yeah. What I'm trying to see is, are you attentive or not? There's no point otherwise, no. But one thing I'm telling you, once you go out of this session, you are going to go very confident about LinkedIn as a platform and you're going to kill it out there. Like I will see some of you coming back to me in 6 months as influencers, or maybe some of you telling me that, sir, now connect me to an agency. I also want to do brand campaigns and make some 20,000, 50,000 for a LinkedIn post. Brilliant, brilliant, fantastic. Chalo, let's do Canvas. Before I showcase Canvas, Disha, can you share the Canvas PDF for everyone on chat so that they also have access to that? It's something you have to do it for yourself. It's not to publish. LinkedIn is fantastic for affiliate marketing. I will do one more session on this. Don't spam, you will get banned unnecessarily. Disha Simran, can you share the PDF of the canvas and I'll share it on the screen also.
It with everyone on the notice board. It'll be visible in like 5 seconds.
Perfect. So now going back to the roots on presentation. ये तीनों I'll try, but something I'll पक्का teach you. This is my personal branding framework, which all of you need to know. I'll share this PPT with you also. First step is discover. Discover yourself, your audience, and which platform, Instagram, Twitter, LinkedIn, work best for you. Second is analyze. Do your opinions align with the platform? So if you want to do like a banter about Taylor Swift or cricket, then LinkedIn is not the right platform for you. Then it might be a Twitter as a right platform, right? If you want to talk about fashion, Instagram might be a better platform for you. So understand opinion platform fit is very important. What is your opinion, right? What is it around? What is the niche? That defines which platform is the right one for you. Next is content type. Are you great at reels? Are you great in short form? Are you like witty with like one liners? That will define what type of platform is fit for you. And then third is platform secret sauce, right? So you have to identify what your own secret sauce is. I gave you LinkedIn's secret sauce. LinkedIn secret sauce is 30-30-30 rule. Okay. So I've given you that secret sauce. Okay, execute. Last is execute. Abhi boss, okay, you have discovered yourself, audience and platform. You figured out which platform works well and its secret sauce. Now you have to be very consistent. You have to be persistent. Don't get discouraged when you only get 3 to 5 likes in a post. You will get that for over a month or over maybe 3 months also. It just takes once to actually get very successful overall, right? And be relentless. Whatever criticism you face, just keep at it. It takes a lot of effort. It takes a lot of effort. It takes a lot of thick skin, right, to put it out there. Are we aligned on this? Ye karna hai. You have to follow this framework. Only then you will be successful on this platform. Aligned, everyone? Give me a yes. Have you all got the personal branding canvas? Very golden document. You have to work on yourself. मतलब रात को, evening, whenever you guys sit peacefully with yourself, is when you actually start sitting and filling up that document. This is not a homework or the project. It is just a document which you have to fill for yourself. This is not for anyone else. छुपा के रखो. Only keep it for yourself. This I've shared a document called Personal Branding Canvas, right? This is the basic framework. Discover yourself, your audience, your distribution channel, which means your which platform. Then analyze whether your platform aligns with your opinion, the content type also. Do you really understand the secret sauce of the platform? And then execute with full consistency, discipline, without giving up, right? Over a good period of 3 to 6 months. And you will see magical results. I will show you everything. Mohammed, you have a very right question. Audience and followers, this essentially helps you build a set of users who actually value your opinion. Habit building, discipline is the key. Yeah, consistency is the only problem, but you solve this one problem and your life is sorted. Right? Okay. Before that, let's try a hack. Right? Okay. Before that, are you in? Let's play a game. I'm actually going to test the LinkedIn algorithm live in front of you. Okay, let's do that. Are we in for this? Let's test the LinkedIn algorithm and see whether the 30-30-30 rule works. So 30 minutes ago, by the way, I already started commenting on different people's LinkedIn posts and I was doing that. So that 30 is over. Now let me make a LinkedIn post and within 30 minutes, all of us will engage on that post and see how it works, right? Let's just say. Can you all see my screen? on building a powerful personal brand for 400 of the program at Scalar School of Technology. Professional outcomes. Comment if you would. Cheers. So now I have made this LinkedIn posts. Now I've made this LinkedIn post. Let me quickly tag Abhimanyu, Manmeet, Bhavik, and Anshuman. And I've posted this. Okay, a very short post. Now let's look at how we can take it live. Now all I want all of you to is simply go and like this post and maybe drop a comment. We have to see within 30 minutes you have to do it, right? Like let's print it in the next 5 minutes. The post is on chat. Disha, if you can add this post on the banner also. Like my LinkedIn post, and you will see it will go viral in next 30 minutes. If I get like 300-400 people liking this, it will go viral. You will see this irrespective of what content I've written. I wrote it immediately, right? Quickly go for it, everybody. I want to see like likes, comments, everything on this. We are trying to learn something. We are trying to see, can we hack our way through a LinkedIn algorithm, right? Comment karo, how actually put in chat, like put in comments actually, how did you like the session, any feedback and thoughts on the session. That's also something we should definitely put it on the session. Fantastic, go for it. Whatever your thoughts are, good, bad, ugly, anything you think about the session, put it on that comment, right? So now our plan is to game the system. We have to game LinkedIn. Now let's take this post to 10,000, 15,000. That's how LinkedIn algorithm works, right? More than content, right? It's the hacky tactic I told you. Within 30 minutes, whatever likes you get will define. Now to get those likes, before 30 minutes, you have to engage with 30, 40 big influencers and some small friends and get them. Brilliant. I'm loving this. So what we will do is we will also create a channel on our internship where only you can post your LinkedIn post and others can like each other, right? That will also get you virality. Within 30 minutes, other will try to like, so that your post can also go viral. Let's do that. Are you all in for something like this? Let's game the LinkedIn algorithm. Only if I get 100 aces, we'll make some channel, right, Disha? Before that, we're not making it. Too slow in giving yeses, man. What is this? Disha, on to you. Everyone now, then all you have to, but you have to be very disciplined and no chatting. If you chat, you will be out of that channel. Only thing you can do is simply put a too busy typing, Srinidhi. Okay. Simply, you need to simply put a link where you can get likes from your peers, right? And we all will like, and you will automatically see your post going viral. They've already created a WhatsApp group. Of course, you all will make, but we'll make it an official channel also for that, so that we also can see your LinkedIn posts. Right now, let's see where we are at on this. Let me just refresh. My LinkedIn has hung up mostly. Come on, guys. I need to see more comments. I don't see many comments here. What is this? Give me more comments. We are trying to see hacks. Only 143 comments. What is this? See, oh, Manmeet sir has already liked it. Disha ma'am has already liked. A lot of you are already here. Yeah, I'm telling you, this should go to 10,000 likes by tomorrow. Now, if we are able to do this kind of attraction in next 30 minutes, the post is not high quality content, right? This post is pure us gaming LinkedIn algorithm, which means computers and technology can be gamed. And here I'm teaching you how. Do not share these secrets outside. This is only for the people who have taken out time. I need you to give me that promise. You're not going to tell your friends all these hacks I'm telling you all. Give me a yes, right? मतलब तुम लोगों ने वैल्यू डिफाइन किया ना. It's not for everyone. My knowledge is sacred. I've earned it over the last 5-7 years. Not for everyone. I've earned it only for you guys. चलो perfect. Now let's move on to the next part. पहले comments करो. Actually give me a feedback on this session. Now that's even better. I will have a candid feedback. मतलब अच्छा लगा नहीं अच्छा लगा. Tell us both. Tell me both. See, point is improving, right? If you did not like it, then you tell that also. I will improve on my future sessions if I'm taking any for you guys. Athar will help you with that. Don't worry. Disha, please note Athar's name. We'll help him separately. I will continue the session now. Perfect. Chalo. Now let's look at the. पहले एक बार देख लेते कितना ट्रैक्शन हुआ है अभी कितना ब्लो अप हो रहा है. 700 views only, but we are already at 150 odd comments and 223 likes. Now it will just blow up slowly and steadily. See, now my friends have also started seeing this. She is my friend Kanak. She is going to Oxford and she was from London School of Economics and BCG. So now it's going outside also everywhere. A lot of founders are seeing this. A lot of interesting students are there. Now this will go viral. Perfect. Now moving on to the most important part. Now, before we move to the personal branding canvas, I really want you all to 2 minutes take a break. Breathe in, breathe out 5 times first. I think that is very important. Breathe in and breathe out for 5 times because बहुत exciting चीजें हो गई अभी. We have done a lot of exciting things. Seen like some, we have literally driven a post from 0 to some 200-300 likes in like no time, right? And I think that's fantastic power of community, and that's what we want to build as a culture at this unique internship program. This is practical learning. There's nothing theory in this. But now, the most important part. The next part is going to be about self-exploration and self-awareness. We are going to build self-awareness in next 2 minutes. So I want you to take 2 minutes to calm down, compose your thoughts, gather your thoughts, maybe look at your notes, reflect on them once, and then we'll be back. 2 minutes is what I'm giving you guys for that. Promise, in 2 minutes you will come back very clearly with thoughts. I will do a session on like leadership and public speaking also. Don't worry on that. That will be a fun one. Think of nothing is what I will say, which is the most difficult thing to do. But think of nothing. 1 minute, so that your head is very clear for the next segment. And next segment, if you do it really, really well, will be the life-changing segment. Because for me, it was the life-changing segment. It made me from a zero LinkedIn follower, someone who nobody knew, to someone who everyone knows on LinkedIn. And literally, I have VC funds chasing me to give me capital. I'll show you. Let's look at a VC fund. Accel. Accel is a global VC fund, multi-billion dollar fund. Multi-billion dollar. You have no idea how much money they manage. Look at their companies. They have invested in Flipkart, Freshworks, Spotify, and have been investing in the last 40 years in these companies. Now I'll show you. They reached out to me saying that, yes, your company looks interesting and we want to invest. I have 12 connections who work here. I know the partners, the managing directors, everyone. So let's say this is Prachi. So Prachi reached out to me, by the way. See, the investor themselves reached out to me. I have never reached out to an investor. I raised all my money when investors reached out to me. This is one. Axel is a very big fund. I'll show you another fund. Come, let's look at Lightspeed. Lightspeed is another very big investor. Very, very big. Again, a US based investor. $25 billion. Epic Games, your Candy Crush, your Fortnite. They are investors in your Fortnite of the world. 500 plus companies globally. They also reached out to me. Lightspeed India, I have to look at. Lightspeed India. So there also I know their managing partners and everyone. This is Pratik, one of their senior associates. So I spoke to Romel. I spoke to someone from LSIP also. I think it was Shuvi. Yeah. Richa, so sorry, one second. Elevation. So Lightspeed was one of them. Elevation Capital is another very big fund. One of the biggest investors in this ecosystem. In Lightspeed also, I spoke to quite a few of them. This was the guy I spoke to. Satya, very senior guy, was from Swiggy. See this, he reached out to me. He has been wanting to catch up with me in Bangalore since a very long time. So I met him also, by the way. So this is the kind of network you can build on LinkedIn, right? And that's what makes this platform very valuable. Have you understood, everyone? By the way, I'm connected to. Have you heard about Zerodha as a company? Have you all heard of Zerodha? Give me a yes. Nikhil Kamath, Nitin Kamath. Have you heard about Nikhil Kamath? I am. I'll show you. I am connected to Nikhil Kamath also on LinkedIn. I can directly DM him. He accepted my request. Sorry, I can't give my Instagram ID right now. Anybody or that's a personal space. But did you understand the value? Okay, now 2 minutes are up. Are we all ready and excited? Now mind is very clear for the personal branding canvas. Give me a yes quickly. 200 yeses and we start. Otherwise, I'll assume you're tired and you don't want to continue anymore. Value है कि नहीं है? I can literally guarantee you to a point that at least 20% of you will become successful Indian brands if you apply simple learnings which I'm sharing. Drink some water if you have to. 200 if I see, only then I start. Otherwise, we end the session here. We consider that, okay, I think we are tired today. That's fine. Perfect. Brilliant. Let's get started. Everyone, you all have access to the personal branding canvas. एक बार open कर लो. Can you all see the personal branding canvas in front of you, all of you? Can you see my screen shared? Guys, please don't send Instagram requests. Please, I can't accept that. Akhilesh, if you did not find this of a big value, please tell me how I can help you derive value from this. But it's my request, don't go out of this session without deriving value. Because value is very important. Matlab, genuinely, life can change after this session if you take it very seriously. Hardik, don't spam. Chalo, let's talk about the most first important aspect, right? Reflect. So like I told you, it's about me. Personal branding is about me, knowing who I am, right? Who am I to me? Now, what does that mean? Be brutally honest with yourself and introspect. यार मतलब who am I? What are my qualities, right? Am I someone? Am I a trustworthy person? Am I an academic? What am I known for, right? That is second. But first is who am I to me? Am I an introvert? Do I feel shy talking to people, or do I love talking to people all the time? Do I like reading? What are the things I need to like to talk about or read about? It is very important to have that self awareness, because self awareness है ना. Just curious, how many of you are planning to give SSTs interviews in coming weeks? Anybody shortlisted for interview or giving interviews in coming week? Give me a yes there. If yes, self awareness will really help you in interviews. The ones who didn't make it, don't worry. Give again. Definitely, this internship will help you out somewhat if you clear the exam. But yeah, perfect. So I think results will come soon. Don't worry. Yeah. So anybody who's giving interviews, right, irrespective of SST interview or any other interviews, this introspection exercise will really help you. Who are you as an individual, right? What is your personality to me? So, for example, let me give you my context, and I'm making this public here. I don't mind. For me, I am a extrovert. I love talking to people. I love teaching. I'm a passionate teacher. I love teaching people. I sometimes even end up teaching my team members to use new tools or like some new concepts or some analogies from my past experience. I see myself as a leader. I was an academic. I really never liked studying a lot, but I was an academic topper. I am always a founder at heart. So even though I'm working with Scalar School of Technology, I still consider myself as a founder, and I work like a founder on problem statements. Now, who am I to others? Now that will define like what is others' perception of you. So what others think of me on LinkedIn or what I've built for myself is someone who mentors startups, invests in startups, has been a founder, has very in-depth insights on different industries about startups, comes from top-tier academic credentials, can give great career advice and academic advice, right? So my persona on LinkedIn is advisor, a raw, candid human advisor. Now reflect. Now who are you to you and who are you according to others? Now reflect. Do you act according to how you think? What matches and what you want to improve? Now अभी ये पूरा एक्सेस तो नहीं हो पाएगा. But take time. I will suggest give 1 hour. Promise me, each one of you give 1 hour. Because trust me, you deserve that time for yourself to making this happen. 1 hour is what I'm requesting. 1 घंटा दो. Make this happen for yourself. Reflect. Think about it. Will all of you give 1 hour of your day anytime? I don't mind. But to write your own values and reflect on whether your values and your thoughts reflect your actions. Your life will change. You will become far more refined human when you do that. Okay, now that is the first aspect. Now let's move on to the next aspect. Your values. What are values पहले? Quickly on chat, tell me what is your understanding of values. होता क्या है values? ये बताओ पहले मुझे. What are values? Our parents instill some values in us. We develop some values from our friends. College instills, school instills values. What is value? I need some 50-100 people telling you what values are. मतलब अगर values ही नहीं पता तो fill कैसे करोगे? How will you fill this if you don't really know what are values? Honesty is the only value everyone knows. Okay, think of values from a social media LinkedIn context. What values do you want to showcase people? Witty, intellectual, because that will decide type of content you put out there. Clever, yes. Knowledgeable, insightful, biased, very opinionated, team player, brilliant. I'm amazed how engaged you are with after 1.5 hours of like me literally throwing so much information at you. How amazing. Great job. Chalo, perfect. I think we have got this. So it's time for us to see what values do I. So for my case, right, for my values to me is being brutally honest. That's very important for me to be on LinkedIn. I'll call a spade a spade. I'll call it as it is, right? Second for me, the second value for me, which is most important from context, is being helpful and guiding. I like guiding people, and I will give my best to add value to people. Adding value is second value which I value most. Third value, which I look forward to, is being very blunt. My thoughts are blunt. My opinions are what they are. Nothing sugar coated. But I can afford to do that. You have to figure out your own values. According to others, what others think my values are: helpful, advisory, guiding, very brutally honest, blunt. They also see me as blunt, so something communicated right. They see me someone who is inspirational. They see me someone who is hustler. My value can be hustling. My personality can be hustler. Others perceive me as a hustler, and I try to reflect on most of these actions. But most important aspect here is कि यार मैं reflect कैसे करूँ? Only when I am aware ना what these values or my personality is. So that awareness is what I want you to build, and this won't happen in these 2 minutes. Take this canvas home and actually work on this canvas. Only then you will develop this. And then once you develop, keep it for yourself. It's not to show everyone else. This is your secret sauce. Every influencer, every celebrity has their own secret sauce, which comes from a lot of self-awareness. If you have seen Nikhil Kamat's podcast, he's so self-aware. That's what brings depth to his thoughts and his personality. And then this is important. All this connects down to what you do or what you want to do or aspire to do. How will you do it and why? How many of you want to do computer science as a career? Give me yes on chat. Chat mat dena galti se bhi. Just give me a thumbs up. Quickly. जल्दी खत्म करना है सेशन मुझे. For all those who are giving me an yes, why do you want to do computer science? What's your why? Just because Google package अच्छी देता है? Exactly. I love programming. I'm passionate about building things. Because I want to build something disruptive. I want to do robotics. Great. This is what I was looking for. Why is so important. So important. So first point is what do you do? I head admissions and strategy at Scalar School of Technology. How I do it? By ensuring that the brand is there. We do a lot of events. We do a lot of podcasts. At the same time, we are very selective. We only want top 1 or 2% people. And why I do it? Because I genuinely believe that Indian students have a great potential which is getting wasted in traditional colleges. I genuinely believe that. And SST is set and positioned in the right way with the right curriculum, faculties, and the right placement partners to get those great developers and engineering talent in India. So that our Indians don't go away to US, right? We have talent within our country which can build great products. That was my conviction. Your conviction can be very different. But when you have conviction on something, right, and you are able to portray that conviction in your LinkedIn post, people resonate and people connect. And when people connect, magic happens, growth happens, success happens. You are right. So we ideally have to reverse the pattern. You first look at why, then you look at what, and then you look at how. But since you guys are very young, that why will only come once you are very clear on what you are doing, right? Then you have to backwork because you guys are young. Aligned. Perfect. Now the last part. ये हो गया first section हमारा अच्छे से, right? This section is sorted. Now let's look at the next section, define. Now first section was all about us. Now this is about the audience and the platform. How many of you want to become famous on LinkedIn? How many of you want to get that influence 10, 20,000 followers on LinkedIn How many of you want to become famous? Give me a yes. How many of you want 50,000 followers like me, which like gets great career outcomes? How many of you want to make like 10 lakh, 20 lakhs from brand deals every year? I need at least 300 yeses to go in this section. Conviction चाहिए मुझे तुम्हारा. If you don't have conviction in yourself, nobody can give you that conviction. Brilliant. Now my question to you is, what is your goal? What do you want to achieve after building your personal brand? Give me in chat. कि क्यों बनना है famous? क्या चाहिए? What is your goal of becoming famous on LinkedIn? Money, okay. What else? What else? What else? What else? Reputation and credibility, so that people value you more. Build a startup, fantastic. Respect from community, great. More clients, business. Freelance करना है तो business. Connect with Google, Microsoft people. Build network connections, fantastic. I need file. Come on, guys. I am able to read this. Usually, when most of you are excited and you write, now I'm not even able to read it. It's that fast. Now, don't spam. Yeah, that's what I want to know. Perfect. Brilliant. Build a legacy. Brilliant. Ankur Wariko did it beautifully via LinkedIn. Okay. So, ideally, you want to write about what your goals are. Then, who is your audience and who needs to hear you? So, to give you my example, my goal was to build my own startup, right? So who are my audience? My audience are investors, obviously. So you see a lot of investors connected to me. My audience is other founders who become my support system and champions. My audience is my customers. So you will see all the HR heads of different companies connected with me. You name a company and I'll have an HR head in my connection. Then fourth one is going to be talent, right? Engineers, developers from top companies who essentially I hired. These were the 4 type of audience which I had, right? And now I have to understand what my audience needs. What are they consuming? So what I will do is, have you understood this? Actually, do you want to do it this as an exercise? Let's do this. Name a top company. I'll get you an HR leader. Name a top company and I'll show you the HR head in my network. Done. Let's look at Flipkart. I know 50 people at Flipkart. I'm just trying to find the HR. Yeah. HR at Flipkart. SD to SD4 at Flipkart. Product at Flipkart. Uber. Let's look at Uber. I have 30 connections in Uber. Director of India. Strategy at Uber. Strategy. Director of Talent Acquisition. See. Head HR at Uber. I know him also. Direct connection on LinkedIn. Name any other company. Zomato. Swiggy. That's where you all have to get. Let's look at Google. Google may know too many people. Let's look at a simpler one. Amazon. I have 230 connections in Amazon. GTM leaders, digital marketing, product managers, startup heads at Amazon. Head of creator program. Amazon also has their own creator program and Nidhi heads it. I know Nidhi personally. SDs at Amazon. Head of strategic partnerships. So I know a lot of CXOs and leaders at Amazon. Got it. Oh my God, 700 messages. Perfect. I know all these companies. Perfect. Jane Street also, yes. Nvidia. Great. Stop. Now we'll go back to it. You need to get here where I am today. And for that, you need to do these things which I'm telling you because I've done this. Right? So who's your audience? So if you want to build a startup or freelancing or you want to connect with, you want to become a software engineer, your goal is to become a great software engineer. So you want to follow other software engineers, you want to follow influencers, tech influencers, you want to follow HR leaders of different software companies or tech companies, so that they then engage with them, so that eventually when you're looking for jobs or internships, you can reach out to them. Then what do they read? How do I know what do they read? I simply go, let's say I want to follow other, let's say I want to look at I want to look at investors. Okay. So I'll simply go at Sequoia Capital, which is one of the biggest investors in the world and investor of. I have 8 connections at Sequoia Capital now. I know managing directors also at Sequoia Capital. They're also connected. So now what I want to do, I want to make a connection with these guys. I want to understand what really will attract them to my LinkedIn profile. So I simply go on their posts and I read their past posts. And now I know what they're talking about, what they're reading, and I make notes of these things. I even can give this entire thing to ChatGPT also to help me summarize and get insights. And I didn't talk about similar things. Right? Okay. Guys, I have a big question for you all. Before even we go forward, how many of you can see this top voice batch? Can you see this top voice batch, everyone? Guys, give me a yes if you can see the top voice batch. Now, what if I tell you I have a hack? I can guarantee you if you do that, you will get a top voice batch in next 3 months, 6 months max. Do you want that hack? It cannot go anywhere but. Oh, lovely. You know Pranay. Pranay is a dear friend. Give me a yes. Don't spam, please. But you can't tell it to anyone because then it will lose its essence, right? It's only for people who are here. Chalo. I don't have that, but I had it. I removed it. I had the top entrepreneur voice. I am not very active these days because, again, slightly hectic life. So I don't get a lot of time these days. That's why you see a lot of things are not responded. So, okay. Everyone pay attention. Make notes. Everyone has pen and paper out. I'm going to tell you now the secret behind getting this top batch. Top order. Anybody can get it with the right insight. Quickly, give me a yes. 100 yeses and we do it. Too slow. 100 yeses used to earlier come in 1 second. Now you're taking 3 seconds, 4 seconds. Do you have a pen and paper ready in your hand to make a note of how to do it? I will guarantee you will get a top first. If you don't get, come back to me in 3 months if you do what I say. Brilliant. Lovely. Now, focus. LinkedIn has launched something called as collaborative articles. Do you know what collaborative articles is? So you click on this icon and here somewhere you would see collaborative articles. If you don't see here, I'll just check where it is. 1 second. There is something called as collaborative articles. If you can't find, you simply type. Yeah. So now if you see collaborative articles here. Oh, this is the normal one. 1 second. I'm just trying to find where it have moved this UI for collaborative articles. Where are you? Collaborative articles. Give me 1 minute. Yeah. Let me just go on Google search only. LinkedIn collaborative articles. So yeah, this is the secret page which LinkedIn doesn't want you to know. Can you all see the collaborative articles page? You can even get published on LinkedIn. So what I want you to do is pick a topic of your choice, only one, where you want the top batch in. So there are multiple top batches you can get in. Okay, sales, marketing, AI, ML, anything. Let's say I want a batch in entrepreneurship. So what I'll do is first explore the topic. Okay, see all topics. I'll send this link on chat for all of you. But promise me, this is nobody else should know. तो सबके पास आ जाएंगे batches. चाहिए ही नहीं हमें. It's only for us. Now don't message anything on chat because I'm putting in on chat. If you message anything, people will miss out on it. Yeah. Message मत करना अभी chat पे. Only like thumbs up. That's it. Yeah. Now once we are here, let's look at what topic we want to talk about. You can only get a toppers in one batch. So let's say I want to talk about E for entrepreneurship. E-commerce. See, there are so many different topics in which you can get a batch. If you're passionate about something else, go for it. I am super passionate about entrepreneurship. So I'll to definitely look at that. It's too tiring. I'm not able to find it. No, not working. Okay, let me just go back. Now, what I will do if I'm not able to find what topic I like, there is another easy way. So, entrepreneurship comes under business administration. So, I click on business administration. Now, in business administration, they have given me entrepreneurship. See. Now, all I have to do is every single day, disciplined. These are all different questions which LinkedIn poses. Let's say, what do you do if an entrepreneurial venture needs investors but lacks the funds? So, these are the kind of questions. So, essentially, ideally, you should see this is what you can do. Top entrepreneurship voice. If you contribute 3 to plus articles in the Suni skill to be considered. So, ideally, my heads up it, you're not experts in something, right? So, this is also a very interesting way to build expertise in one topic. Give me a yes if you are clear. Don't do in AI, ML or deep learning and all. You're not experts. Do in a topic where you think you can talk more or you can contribute something. And that will also help build a reading habit, which will go a long way. Yes, you can. So now let's say I see this topic. Okay, what do you think entrepreneurial venture needs? Right. So now here there are top experts who have written about this. This person has a batch already, right? And the community has also given like a insight. So now craft a clear pitch. Now on every different sub point like networking, crafting a pitch, then leveraging, offering equity, everything you should add your insights. So one article you should ideally add insights on all of them. Your unique insight, they're very short. So if you see, this person already has a batch, a network widely. So she has added insight on networking, right? Expand your reach across networking landscape. Make your presence known in the industry events, right? Go online forums and meet people. So she's talking about very specific, like so offering equity. Here, see, this person is a founder. So this person is talking about when funds are in cash, offering equity for your venture can be a better proposition. However, tread carefully while undermining equity to offer, right? You need to have a balance in how much you own and how much you're offering to investors. So this is how people are essentially, and you see all of them are entrepreneurs, coaches, founders, and leaders who are contributing to this. And then they will get a batch like this. See, top AI batch. This person also has a top AI batch. Have you all understood? Every day contribute to 2 to 3 different posts on the subject matter you like. You can only contribute once your profile is all-star, which means that you have filled up all the basic things and components of the platform. You have added skills, you have added education, you have added everything. Only then you will be able to see. I will show you again. So you type LinkedIn collaborative articles, you discover, you go here. Here you will see different collaborative articles. Pick a topic in which you think you have interest in and also want to learn and add value to. Let's just say it's marketing for that matter. It's like software engineering, let's just say IT services, for example. Now you want to also talk about software project management, let's say, or cyber security for that matter, whoever has interest in whatever that, right? Then you go on topic. You can one get insights also from real expert, and then to become an expert, you should contribute also your learnings or read 5-6 things and add your 2-3 pointers here every day. When you do this every day for 3 months on 3 different posts or 5 different posts every day, you'll automatically get a badge. And if you don't get a badge, then you are going to come to me and tell me that yes, I haven't got a badge, and then I'll do something about it. Perfect. I think we'll end the session. I know it's gone 2 hours. Thanks a lot for being patient. I think we have covered a lot of things. The 30-30 rule, how to get the badge stays for 3 months. Notion and LinkedIn helper I will cover up in a second session. I'll do one more for you guys. I will do that for sure. Guaranteed. Done. Okay, the session is also going to be recorded. Thanks a lot for your time. I hope you really enjoyed. It will be sometime in this week only. I wanted to cover a lot of things, but if I would have covered up a lot of things, I wouldn't have been able to cover a lot of depth. Right now, the objective was to help you get started on LinkedIn and help you cracking on LinkedIn as a platform. Homework, I will send a homework in document, right? You will get a document and task. I will do one more session sometimes on this week only to ensure that you have all clarity on everything. Okay? Chalo, bye everyone. Thank you. I hope you all enjoyed this session. Hope you take out something from it. If you derive value from this session, this can be the best thing which would have happened in your life. Thank you. Bye. Have a great day. Sorry for taking it too long. I know it's stretched on very long, but it's just too much insights and hands-on, right? Mission will come to you in PDF. I will personally send it. Okay. Bye everyone. Thank you. You will get your dashboard in 2 days. Don't worry about that. I will do an office hours where I'll answer all your questions.